Two grumpy critics.
I dug up a critically acclaimed highbrow film from 2014 called Godzilla. Now, this was directed by Gareth Edwards, and I didn't realize this until after I had watched Godzilla, but that's the same guy who directed Rogue One, also known as Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
All right.
And I enjoyed it about as much as Rogue One, maybe a little bit better, actually.
Yeah.
This is, of course, a reboot of the ages-old Godzilla tale, and it is, believe it or not, the 30th film in the Godzilla franchise.
Wow.
Now, of course, Godzilla and his ilk were monsters, of course, created by nuclear testing, at least so the story goes, and thus back in the origin of Godzilla, preaching the dangers of nuclear science and nuclear holocaust. But this one has a little bit different spin on it, and it includes an interesting cast, although unfortunately they're all pretty much wasted in this film. Bryan Cranston is in it, Elizabeth Olsen, Ken Watanabe, and I really wanted to see them shine, but they're all just sort of there. I mean, it's like they were all waiting for their taxis or something while they were doing these roles, because of course the real oomph in the film is Godzilla, and not only Godzilla but another giant monster as well. And there's really not a whole lot of reason to see this movie other than I can think of two words, and that is monster battles. And the way this movie treats Godzilla, it treats him as a hero, because the real villain of this movie is another monster, actually two monsters, one of which is even larger than Godzilla, and they are wreaking havoc around the world. And Godzilla, for reasons that they say simply as nature's way of balance, decides that he's going to come up from the deep and fight these monsters. It's almost like the cartoon where the captain of the ship had that little pager where he'd click the button and Godzilla would come up and save the day. There was no pager, but this evil-looking moth kind of thing, not Mothra by name, I don't think, but this weird flying creature starts wreaking havoc, and Godzilla just comes up to try to fight it. And that's all they really say about it as well. Nature has a way of keeping balance. So Godzilla is the predator, so he has to take out this thing. Whatever. It's an excuse for two giant CGI creations to battle it out. And oh, what fun it is. If you like Godzilla, if you like the thought of monsters fighting and Godzilla's fire breath and all sorts of cool things, then you will absolutely enjoy this. The plot, it's throwaway. The acting is throwaway. But it's fun to watch if you like that sort of thing. It's much better than the 1998 remake of Godzilla that starred Matthew Broderick, but really that's not saying much. And the only reason I watched this to begin with was the after-credits scene of Kong Skull Island, yet another monster movie reboot, actually reveals that movie is in the same universe as this one, thus foreshadowing another King Kong versus Godzilla.
Right.
Down the road. Yeah, so that should be kind of interesting. So, if you're a Godzilla fan or a monster fan, you will enjoy it. I give it 3 rads out of 5.
Are there subtitles for any of the last 5 minutes? It's just not a world of part of. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the 1998 Godzilla movie did have one thing going for it, and that was the Jamiroquai song Deeper Underground.
Oh, that was a great record.
Great song, great video.
And don't forget Puff Daddy's remix or remake of Kashmir.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, well, yeah, he actually took the Kashmir riff and did a rap song over it. Don't you remember that from that movie?
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, that was a big soundtrack single, and the song even ended with a Godzilla scream.
A Radio 6 international production from the USA. Copyright 2018.